It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Today, we've got a good one on tap in the AFC North, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And the Baltimore first down. First and 10.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. 46 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator?
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Rudolph. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Rudolph looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Take it at the 37. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
First and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now Jackson on second down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
18 Rattler. Ready?
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he stopped immediately there. Second and 10.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Gets this out wide to Pickens. Down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Here we go now on first and goal.
First and goal.
Harris. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Mustang 19. Buffalo 18. Hey, smash.
Pickens going in motion left.
Warrior 70.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they'll see what they can do on third and goal.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolf. Cup 19. Cup 19. 19 Lion. Trap 60. Trap 60. And up.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth from 8 yards out. And the Steelers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0.
Ravens nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Don't let me lurk you. No, don't let me lurk you with a 300-pound lineman.
As he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game, and the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On third down, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for Baltimore. First down.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. A give up the gut to Hill. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for another.
First down, and it's Hill again. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Lamar changing the play. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. In motion left goes a tight end. Harris running straight ahead. There he goes left side. Najee Harris. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris. 59 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Ball.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big...
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
No street. 18, Pioneer.
After the interception, here's Rudolph. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 15 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Here's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
He'll buy some time right. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
14 yards. And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 48.
They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
Jackson from the shotgun. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
That's good for a Baltimore Ravens.
Throwing is Jackson. And that'll be incomplete.
Sorry.
We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
That's a flag.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Here we go, here we go. Go, Chap, go, Chap. Tempo, tempo, tempo.
Escaping the pressure right. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
Very long attempt.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ravens 6.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
You can unpause it.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Flush to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Ready, set.
Back him up.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Rolling to his right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game, and when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
7 yards to go.
19 tight. 19 tight. Hurt. Dragon 60. Ready.
Looking to throw, Pickett. He's going to launch it for Washington. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
2nd down and 4. Option on the left side. Pickett's going to keep it. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. Down the left sideline. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And the Steeler first down.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Warren will try the right side. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Pickett. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, Mustang 19. Street. Buffalo 18.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Riggs. Warrior 70. Cup 19. 19 Lion. Get up.
Pickett. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Jalen Warren, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have extended their lead to 15 now here in the fourth. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but Dobbins hit and he fumbles. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A loss of 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
Here's Pickett on 2nd down. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Got his man, it's Warren. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Pickett now on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 15.
Seconds pass.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Kenny Pickett finding Pat Freiermuth. And the Steelers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere, they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time, the tight end gets them.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. The Ravens send their punter out now, standing just about on his own goal line. Now Austin. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Liking 18. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. On it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
Oh, I like this call. I know they weren't successful on it, but so many times defenses load up trying to get a safety when you're in this spot. How about taking the shot downfield, hoping to use their momentum against them? They didn't get it, but I sure like what they were doing there.
23 yards the pickup there. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To the air on first down with Pickett. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards. On the give, it's Warren. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Pickett will look to throw it here. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Michael Pierce in all of his 340-pound glory gets the sack. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
That'll do it.